The cheapest way to get into the Centrotec ecosystem is to buy the Centrotec adapter, the Centrotec chuck, and then buy your Centrotec bits. If you're considering the FESTOOL Centrotec ecosystem, you may be curious about whether or not Japanese bits or other quarter hex bits fit into Centrotec. The Centrotec adapter will receive a quarter hex like a E6 and a C6 and a Japanese bit that's not double-ended. The Centrotec chuck is made specifically to reject quarter-inch PB Swiss C6 does not fit. PB Swiss E6 does not fit. A Japanese bit does not fit in this. Japanese double-ended bit does not fit. Even though the detent for the Japanese double-ended bit is almost the same as a FESTOOL, the FESTOOL chuck rejects these Japanese bits. Here's a better look at the offset of the detent on the different Japanese types. Maybe it's this larger offset that's giving some people the impression that these Japanese bits might work in Centrotec, but they do not. It's the flatted corners and maybe the slightly smaller size of the quarter hex that allows it to fit into the Centrotec chuck. The Centrotec adapter is made with a 5/16 shank, which is about 8 millimeters. It will not fit into a quarter-inch impact driver. If you didn't know, 5/16 actually is a hex standard, and there are bits that are actually made at 5/16. But FESTOOL did not put the locking notches on the corners of the hex, and that's a positive lock. There's almost no play in this at all. It's a very good fit in terms of wobble, but it doesn't lock in here. Here's the 1/2-inch adapter, same thing. Fits in here with very little wobble, but it slides out. It doesn't lock. This adapter does not contain a magnet. The Japanese bit does fit this way. Here's all the bit wobble. Here's the double-ended bit. Does not work. It does not engage. Here's the PB Swiss E6. That's a lot of bit wobble and no magnetic retention. Here's the C6. That's a lot of bit wobble with no retention. Here's the bit wobble with the Centrotec bit. It's even worse. Here's the Centrotec bit, and I'm rotating the bit, and you can see there's more play in there. And they're under quarter-inch. So they're about 6.2, whereas quarter-inch is about 6.35. Swiss C6 bit, I'm twisting back and forth on the bit, and it is just dead on quarter-inch. It's a PB Swiss E6, same thing, Japanese double-ended bit. This is Vessel brand. There's just the slightest amount of play in there. It's pretty close to dead on quarter-inch. And yes, there is less bit wobble with this Centrotec system, but that sure comes at a cost. And this scenario is kind of ridiculous because if you're going to put an adapter in a drill chuck to put on the Centrotec chuck, why don't you just put the bit in the drill chuck? Of course, then you don't have your quick change capability. It's a little bit more clumsy to do a bit change. FESTOOL does have a FESTOOL magnetic adapter similar to this that they sell with the Centrotec machining that fits into the Centrotec chuck. I refuse to buy that adapter. Hopefully that clears up any mystery and intrigue about the FESTOOL Centrotec chuck and its compatibility with Japanese bits or any quarter hex bit. Hope that was helpful, and thank you for watching.